Hello Gemini, cannot wait to get into your beautiful reading for August 2023, although this is timeless. So whenever you do stumble across this video, the message was meant to find you, although I am recording for the month of August 2023 for the sign of Gemini and the Gemini collective. So we'll take a look at your overall energy, what you don't see coming, any sort of opportunities, challenges, and then advice from Spirit. So we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for beautiful Gemini here. Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, Gemini, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. So your overall energy, we have the King of Swords. There you are. We have the Ace of Swords and the Temperance. And then what you don't see coming, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. All right, so what is your opportunity? We have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and in your challenge, Gemini, we have the Ten of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Hermit. And then in your advice from Spirit, we have the Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords. All right, before we get into reading your tarot, I'm going to pull an oracle card here for the overall energy Spirit is wanting you to encompass for the month of August. Ooh, we have the yellowing. Okay, the yellowing. So we'll see how this completely ties into your reading, but this is all about as things kind of decay and fade away, there is a process of things that happen here, but out of a history, we're able to build better, okay? And I see the snakes here, all these serpents are talking about healing. So I feel like this is really showing me that you've gone through it, Gemini. Like you've gone through a situation here. And you know how when we get a bruise and it's like really dark and purple and then it goes through all its green phase and then it yellows? So the yellowing is kind of like it's just about heal, but I mean it's something maybe you can't forget or fully recover from, but when the bruise is now yellow, it's like it's not as painful, right? So I feel like you're healing from something here, something that wasn't really good and that left you pained, right? But I feel like in August, you're kind of in the yellowing stage of whatever was really decayed or bad or felt really intense or sore or raw is now kind of tender, but not that bad. Like you just kind of have a scar in place of where there was something here that injured you in some way. Okay, so overall energy, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Temperance. So overall, I feel like you finally put your sword down. I feel like you finally put your sword down, which is scary because especially if you're in this state, right? It's like, okay, you put your sword down, but I feel like this is good because I feel like you've transformed. I feel like whatever's happened here, okay, I use the bruise analogy because I feel something bruised you, it hurt you, okay, and you've had to transform. But I think you've already transformed, like you've already turned into something different here. And I feel you're no longer in defensive like sword mode here, although it's made a truth beware to you. Like you're very visible and clear of truths here. You're seeking truth. You're wanting truth. You're wanting to engage in truthful conversations. And I feel like you're now in a very pliable energy here with Temperance. It's like you're able to take whatever experience you had, transmute any pains and all of this stuff into how can you show up here in order to bring balance, in order to bring truth and clarity without bringing your sword to battle. And I know that the King of Swords is usually more logical in his mind about battle, but that's just the thing. It's like you don't want to get into arguments. You're no longer like in your head making stories. You're just like, you know what, I'm already transformed here. I know what my truth is, and I know how I'm gonna show up here, and I'm gonna bring in this balance, this justice in this healed way. Because I feel like you've done a lot of healing. Like this is a healing card. This is you healing. You've transformed. So you're not in a cocoon. You're now a butterfly. So you've transformed here, and this is beautiful. I think you see clearly. Okay? So that's the overall energy, which is beautiful, Gemini, because I think you've been in a funk for quite some time here, or at least hanging on to an anger or some resentment or trying to forgive an energy here for some time. And I feel like maybe you haven't forgiven, but I feel like you are no longer in that energy that was holding you in that bad vibration, or lower vibration, I should say, not bad. But okay, so what you don't see coming: Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So what you don't see coming here. Okay, well, we're going to get clarified for sure to see what all this means, but this is where we're putting in energy and investing in something here, okay? And sometimes it could mean that we feel like we're not seeing the fruits of our labor here. But I feel like there was a putting in of energy, there was shifting away from this, moving away from this mentally, because maybe at some point it wasn't fruitful. Okay, but I don't think the garden disappeared. I feel like you planted something, you were tending to it, you left for whatever reason, there was a hiatus. I feel like you had to go to calmer waters, and now I feel like what you don't see coming is you're feeling invigorated again. There's this passion, this desire, this new beginning to feel invigorated. So I don't know, like, do we return back to our garden? Do we go see if there's fruits now in the trees we planted? Right? I don't know, but I do see that at some point you left. And what you don't see coming here is I think you're going right towards this passion. You're going right towards something here that fires you up. Okay, a new beginning. So in your opportunity, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in your opportunity. So, Gemini, opportunity. Well, opportunity. This is funny because this card keeps coming out and almost everyone's reading here. This feels like collective energy. I feel like people have been hurt and now they're playing it safe. This is what this is. Okay, your opportunity though here, I see. Look, this person is choosing the burden of hanging on to something instead of, you know, choosing to risk something, maybe to gain something. So they're choosing their comfort zone. They're holding back. They look burdened and carrying something on their shoulder here, but this is the Four of Pentacles, you know, where we're not wanting to let go of something here because we are secure in our position, but we have decisions we can make here, and that's your opportunity. I feel like you have an opportunity now to make a decision here, and there's a lot of potential, there's a lot of opportunity, and maybe we're not very clear so much because there is so much ways this could go. It could go good, it could go bad, we could choose this, we could choose a whole bunch of things, so we need to choose wisely here. Okay, we need to choose wisely in regards to where we want to open ourselves up and move towards, because this is you, I feel, this Knight of Cups. It's like, do I extend my cup and move towards something here? You know, which cup do I choose to run with? Because right here he's like deciding, and right here he's chosen one and he's going for it. I say he, you don't have to be a he, but it's like you've been so held back or in a position of maybe not even wanting to choose a cup here, and maybe you're hesitant. I feel like you're hesitant in choosing something here, so you're playing it safe, but look how heavy it looks. After a while, it's like, I can't no more. I can't hold back no more. I can't stay in this. You know, I have to choose. And maybe you feel pressured in what if you choose wrong, but you got to choose one here, because if you can't choose multiple, you have to choose one and, yeah, and make a decision. You know, do I move forward here and wear my heart in my sleeve? Especially after experiencing this type of a thing, because your bruise is healed. So it's like to go back into battle. And in your challenge, yeah, is exactly that. 10 of Cups, King of Cups, and the Hermit. It's like your challenge is, you know, I've done all this inner spiritual work, because the Hermit is about our spiritual, going within, really taking a look at what we want, seeing the truth of who we are and what we desire and what we want for ourselves. And there's something here that you idolize as the ultimate fulfillment here. And you want to share this, I feel, with the King of Cups, or you are the King of Cups, so you want to give it. So you want to, I feel you want to have a balanced give and take here of an ideal love connection. This is what I feel this means to me, okay? And this is feeling deeply from a deep heart space here, emotionally sharing it with somebody else here. And I feel like the challenge is you've gone and you've done this, but that's the challenge, is like, I want this. So how do I, you know, break from a Four of Pentacles here and choose wisely here? Because one of these cups is this, You know, is this potential for this? But I don't know. Am I going to end up walking into a trap here? Okay, it's kind of what I'm feeling. So we're going to now clarify because I want to see. So for your overall energy, we have the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Temperance. So Spirit, can we get clarifiers here for the overall energy for Gemini? We have High Priestess, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So overall, High Priestess, there's something that we know deep inside here, but our subconscious might be telling us one thing here, right? And it could very well be even based in a fear of sorts of listening to what we should do here, what we might know to be better for us out of fear of an experience we had here. And I do feel like, you know, you're well on your way with this Nine of Pentacles. Like, so I feel you've been working hard and coming through something that's been challenging and healing, and you've been secure and standing on your own. You've had success in this, and it's like, okay, now this is where this comes in, and this is the opportunity. It's like the opportunity is, do I risk going from a Nine of Pentacles to a 10? Because I mean, a 10 is, you know, more profitable, more incentive than a 9, because the shadow attribute of the 9 is, even though we're successful, we're still kind of lonely. It's on our own. And with a 10, we can share and build a legacy with somebody here. Okay, so how do I go from a 9 to a 10? I have to risk a pentacle. I have to leave my comfort stability here in order to go from a 9 to a 10. And what is your intuition telling you? Is your intuition telling you, listen to your mind, you know, like what you've experienced. That's logically what you experience here. So you've done all this work transforming. What is your High Priestess telling you? There's something deep down that you know, so that's kind of your overall energy here. In your, what you don't see coming is me dropping a card on the floor. We have the Fool. Okay, well, clarifying for what you don't see coming. We had the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So clarifying that, you have the Fool, you have the Three of Swords, yeah, and the Three of Wands. So some of you guys could have been hurt by somebody in a third party, okay? Because that's exactly what I'm picking up here when I'm seeing the Three of Wands, I'm seeing the Three of Swords. And not necessarily, maybe your person could have been whatever, just choosing something else here, or maybe I feel this is a third party type energy, or just you weren't prioritized here. So what you don't see coming is this Fool energy that you're needing to encompass here. Like, there's this Fool energy who's taking a risk, a leap of faith here towards something. And maybe, because what it looks like here is, look, he's leaping right into this type of an energy here. So I'm not saying that you're going to have this heartbreak, but you have to take this chance. And this chance is it going to result in a heartbreak? Is it going to result in me and my ships coming in here for my future and setting up my future what I want? I don't know. And that's why there's this risk. That's why there's this jump. That's why there's a trusting of the intuition. That's why there's a need to get very honest with self and clear, you know, in which way we're moving here. But we have to risk something. And I feel you get very fired up and very passionate in having a new beginning, and you move away. You've moved away from something that, you know, wasn't providing fruit. And now it's like he's jumping back in here. Okay, so there's two things here that could happen, and I'm not quite sure that we're seeing either which one, but I think what you're not expecting is you jumping in there, you just jumping right in and taking this risk. So whether it results in this and this, I think it really depends on, you know, what it is, because I think for every Gemini it may be something different. So is your intuition telling you, hey, like, ding, 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 remember this, you know, remember the truth about what's hurt you and what's caused pain here, and what's your intuition telling you in your dreams. And you had to transform and put a lot of energy into transforming this, you know. Or is this Fool jumping into risking something here that's going to move forward, because now he's been healed and he's now trusting in his own intuition, him, to jump forward and risk something here because the opportunity feels right to move forward with a cup of love, you know. Yeah, that's the challenge, is going inwards to find what that answer is. That's the challenge. You want your 10 of Cups. You want to experience this. So what's your intuition telling you? You know, is this situation right or wrong? I mean, for all of you guys is different, and that's where your intuition is going to tell you. But I feel like just Spirit is coming through with, don't listen to this thing, okay? This is the masculine part here, which you might get very excited about someone here. You might be really drawn to someone here, which might be making the thoughts for you. So Spirit's saying, use this to make your decision. Don't use this, okay? Don't use this, which might be easier said than done. So let's clarify in your opportunity. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Clarify that energy. We have the 2 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. So opportunity, a decision, you could stay guarded or you could commit to something. That's exactly what I see here. Same thing coming over again. So your opportunity, back and forth, back and forth. Should I not? I experienced this. So you might be contemplating someone who's hurt you, or just someone new coming out of a situation and you don't know if you want to enter exposing yourself to something here. So it's a back and forth, and deciding and having to prioritize what decision you want to make, because this is all about making the decision, a right decision, but being clouded about it, maybe being, you know, kind of black mindset about it, and going back and forth, but needing to prioritize and choose. And these two things are a little bit different here, because this is like being guarded because we've been hurt. So now our walls are up and we have one wand left here, which could break us, or we could just, you know, yeah, like throw in the towel and not engage and not take that leap of faith. So I think you want to commit to something here. I think you want to dedicate yourself and commit yourself here to something, you know, and that's really what I'm seeing here, is you trying to go back and forth and deciding, and that's your opportunity, is you have another chance here, opportunity to decide, to choose what you think is best for you, to find a solution here. Now let's see what your challenge is, because that feels like a challenge to me, is like, but it's also an opportunity, because you have a chance here to make something, to take a leap of faith. So your challenge, we have the Tower, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Wands. So I think your challenge here is, yeah, like there is something unexpected here, okay? And the unexpected is where things have to fall apart in order for you to deal with truths. And sometimes when I see the 10 of Cups, it could be us idolizing a situation here that seems that we're thinking is better than it is, because this is like fantasy, okay? We could be idolizing the ultimate connection, especially by this King of Cups. It's like we're in fantasy land here. And so we might be all full of piss and vinegar here as this Page of Wands, but in reality, we're dealing with a Knight of Pentacles, okay? Which is nothing bad with a Knight of Pentacles. It's just like, how much time do you want to invest here? And maybe this is very slow moving. Maybe you have to pace yourself. Maybe you have to go very, very slow here. You have to wait maybe for something tangible to come forward, an offering, and don't move in here full of like piss and vinegar with movement here, because you might result in disappointments here, okay? So that's kind of the challenge I'm seeing for you guys, Gemini. Now, for your advice, we have the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Swords for your advice. So I feel like, yeah, like the situation that left you feeling like 5 of Cups here for some time is now an opportunity for you to make things right here with this Queen of Cups. But Spirit is saying, get very certain and decisive and ask a lot of questions here, even if it's painful truths, because you've transformed, and it'd be a shame that your bruise is healing here and you walk into a situation where someone's causing conflict again, or someone who caused conflict, you're now entering into their zone of conflict again, right? Like, how much do we want to entertain someone here who causes conflict? Because you're now this beautiful butterfly and this person can just like slice you in half here. So you're really needing to review, you know, where your heart space is at, and take a look at what pain you've kind of endured here, but get very decisive and ask a lot of questions, which is what your challenge is. I think your challenge in going inwards and being honest with yourself and really going into your spiritual questions about what is right for you, listening to your intuition here, despite it maybe not being aligned with what you want, because I feel like passionately you want this, you know, but intuitively, you know, you have to go with truths. And the truth of the matter is somebody's hurt you. Somebody's hurt you, you know, and somebody's coming back and could be hurting you again, but you've had to do a lot of work and healing here. But I feel you have a big old heart, despite experiencing this. you know, and we need beauty like you in this world, because beauty in you like this world is forgiving and is able to be compassionate. Because if we kept holding grudges like you were, you would never be in this situation. But I feel you do want commitments. You want a higher level of commitment, tradition, values here. I feel you stuck to your value despite how someone showed up here. But the message here, and that's your challenge, really, like, go hermit. Pace yourself. Wait for there to be a solid offering. Okay, not words, like a solid offering. Like a pentacle is something in the tangible world. Don't wait on words, because anyone can come with words. This page of pentacles might be coming in with a bunch of who shot John, right? A bunch of jibber jabber here. But until we see this knight coming forward with something tangible here that's going to support our vision, because I think your vision is this. And I think this page is talking a whole lot of this. But is this really what they're able to bring? I don't know. And you have this big old heart here. So you don't want to experience disappointment. So Spirit's saying, please get hermits and really do yourself a favor and listen to your intuition here, and trust yourself to get clear, to bring balance to yourself, because you've done a lot of healing here, okay? And try to stay away from this sort of energy. Although you are fired up, it's like, you know, do you jump in blindly here? And when you jump in, those are your two options, is like either going to end in a heartbreak, or it's going to set you on your ship towards your future here. And only you could really know. But you got to come away from turbulent times, because you could no longer be in that energy here. I feel like you've done a lot of work to really pull yourself out of that. So that's what I see for you, Gemini. I hope this helped. I hope it didn't cause too much confusion. I trust that you have a strong intuition here, and that you're able to listen to your heart, but not fully let go of your logic. And I feel like you put down your sword. So I hope you put down your sword in regards to not fighting, but don't put down your logic, because it could mean that now you're not thinking clearly so much, and you're having to act in truth here. So you might be lying to yourself, because that's your challenge. Because again, optimal, seeing something you want to see, you know, but in your overall energy, we saw this Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords could be like, hey, time to get very honest with yourself, and you're dropping your sword, your logic, you know better, okay? But this also means you're not fighting, you're not resisting, you're not in that energy that I was seeing you in. So it's kind of going back and forth in two ways, and that's probably why we're seeing the back and forth in your opportunity. Is like time to decide here. Okay, lots of confusion. You got to make the decision right, what feels right here, but don't get back into a trap here that I feel like this hurt. Okay, this was not fun at all. Like, this sucked. Okay, and your energy sucked for a long time here. So that's what I have for you guys. Beautiful Gemini. I'll see you soon. Bye.